when Shankar called me in 2020, I was a little intrigued. I was surprised that he had my number. I did not have his number, and he was saying about changing his advisor, changing his broker, and it took me some time, and then I said, sorry, but I don't recognize you. He assumed that I would recognize him. He had spoken to me long ago, 2011, 12 to be precise, and after that did not got in touch. So I had no clue who he was. He was in Bombay, and I met him, spoken to him a few times, but I never knew him as an investor or anything, and so that's it. That was the acquaintance. So then he told me that once he called me and said, I'm going to Bangalore, and after that we had again lost touch. So then he had told me that he had an advisor, but he had removed his advisor and he had decided to move into a direct plan. I don't mean the direct into mutual fund, directly into equities. So he had started buying shares and all that, and that's it. So we lost touch sometime in 2011-12, and now he was calling me after 8-9 years, and I had obviously no recollection of the earlier things until he told me and rekindled my memory. So I said, tell me what happened. So he said, no, I have shifted to a mutual fund advisor. I have shifted to a small broking company, not a big broking company. And all this change is after I had completely given up on my first advisor, and I had gone direct. I had put some money into some mutual funds. I had bought direct equity, etc., etc. And I was doing reasonably well till 2013, and then suddenly I was not doing well. My relationship manager in the bank-based brokerage firm had no clue what to do with the portfolio, so he kept changing his mind regularly. And then my RM kept changing. Every 3 months I would get a new RM who would say, no sir, I think you should sell that off, you should buy this. And I realized that I was not getting good professional advice. Yes, I was paying a low brokerage, but I was not getting good professional advice. And my mutual funds I had gone to direct, so I did not have a mutual fund advisor. So then I didn't call you, but I looked around and I found a good advisor in Bangalore who made sure that I did not trade much. So he makes no money, believe me, he makes no money at all on my equity portfolio because I buy it through a broker who is not controlled by this guy. But he tells me occasionally, buy this, put this away. So I've picked up some shares, etc. and I've invested in large cap funds, mid cap funds, small cap funds, everything. And he has created, I think, what I think is a good portfolio. And he wanted to know whether he could send it to me and whether I could vet it. But he said something very interesting. He said my small cap and mid cap portfolio is down by 37%. If I were in the direct plan, or if I were investing through a bank, very good chance that I would have withdrawn that money, because the relationship managers that I got didn't really understand the market much. They were young boys and girls who were, throwing some jargon. Maybe they had read some books, but they were definitely educated MBAs. So they were throwing a lot of jargon at me, but it was not really helping me. So I shifted out, and now I have this advisor and this broker combination. So can you review your portfolio? Review my portfolio. I said, this is as much a test for your advisor as much it is for you, because you want me to comment on the portfolio, which is not something which I like to do. If somebody else has, he says, no, it's no problem, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to continue with the same same advisor. So in case you think I should shift more from large cap to small cap, or small cap to mid cap, or whatever, I want those kind of things. My current broker is, my advisor is telling me this is the time to be putting in aggressively. So should I be putting in aggressively? Should I stop my SIP? Should I put it on hold? I have absolutely no problem that my salary will come. I'm in an American company working in on IT security. If anything, this is going to increase the need for IT security. So my job is secured, my wife's job is secured, we have a 5-year-old kid, so there's going to be no interruption of pregnancy or anything. We have decided to have only one kid, so all that is done. So both of us are going to be earning. So I want you to look at my portfolio and suggest whether what my mutual fund advisor is saying is right or wrong. So I said, Shankar, you're an old friend, so send it across. Normally, I don't do such work. I don't like to comment on the work done by somebody else. He's already doing it. And if he's not a good professional and you want to change, that's a different thing. Don't ask me to comment on the work done by somebody else. So he sent me the portfolio. Portfolio looked good, and I like the fact that his advisor was a 45-year-old guy with 20 years experience, or maybe a little even more. Many of these guys start very young, so what he said was right, but I was looking more at the client and saw that the client from 2011 to 2020 had developed meditative powers. He could sit there, observe what's happening in the market and not react, right? So this is evolvement of both the advisor and the client. Both have to evolve and say what is to be done, what is not to be done. And when the advice is just sit tight, you should sit tight. You don't have to worry. You know you're in safe hands, it's being taken care of. It is also a feedback to advisors saying if you lose a client, either he goes away to direct equity or he goes through a direct plan. If he's a client who's got 25-30 crores, believe me, he knows what he's doing. He's got some access to advice, free advice, paid advice, whatever. But the client who's got 1 crore, 1.5 crore, who accidentally stumbles upon direct, good chance that he'll come back to you and say, can you make these changes in my portfolio? I will pay you a fees, maybe a lesser fees. Maybe he'll say, I want to pay you advisory, but I will still invest direct. All these combinations are there. So you look at that, because the client is also evolving. You need to evolve. So do that, and then as the client keeps getting better and better and the advisor keeps getting better and better, the portfolio will look good and the goals will be met. That's why we start investing, right? Thank you. Please click on the bell icon and subscribe to subramani.com. I hope